By the way, I really encourage you to take some notes today, and the reason is, if you sit and listen to me casually, you might really, enjoy it or go, this is interesting, or that's valuable, or damn, he's got big teeth, whatever you're thinking right now, right? But if you take the notes, even if you never look at them again, the act of writing it down drives the grooves deeper in your nervous system, and you're much more likely to follow through on it later on. So I really encourage you to do that. But one of the things that I think is really, really important for us to understand is every season has its purpose, and when it looks really bad, like you hear people today say, oh my God, this political season is the worst ever. I mean, Democrats and Republicans, conservatives, far right, far left, they're destroying this country, and I've never seen such vitriol between the candidates. And when people say that, I usually show them two placards from two of our original, founders of this country, John Adams and Jefferson, when they're running for president against each other. And if you saw what they wrote, oh my God, it makes Trump and Biden look like the happiest people in the world. I mean, it's just ridiculous. So I don't want you to buy into it, because today it's different. It used to be when I was a young kid, we used to buy newspapers. And by the way, here, we'll throw it up. They have it for me. Here's what they wrote, just to give you an example. If you elect Thomas Jefferson, murder, robbery, rape, incest, and adultery will be practiced throughout the land. Are you prepared to see your dwellings in flames, your female chastity violated, or your children writhing on the pike? This is what John Adams would post about Jefferson. So Jefferson did his own. John Adams is busy importing mistresses from Europe or trying to marry one of his sons to the daughter of King George. A hideous, hermaphrodite character with neither the force or firmness of a man nor gentleness and sensibility of a woman. This is what our founding fathers said about each other. So it's a cycle. And in this cycle, people start to think it's going to be forever. I started to say, if I walked by a newspaper when I was a kid, you looked at the cover and decided whether you're going to buy it. And if it said, great weather this weekend, you went, cool, and kept walking. But if it said big storm coming, you put in your 50 cents and you read it. Well, the news people, they're not bad people. They just are doing their job, and their job is make money for their shareholders. And how do they do that? They got to get your attention, because we're no longer an information society. That died a long time ago. There's way too much information. In 1945, it took 25 years to double the amount of information human beings have. Now we double the amount of information in the world every 12 hours. I mean, it's a different universe than any time before. So we're drowning in information. We're starving for wisdom. And hopefully together these next 3 days, we can really get you some wisdom that can guide you to where you really want to go, and no matter what the challenges you may be facing. But the point is, you're going to see the most negative things during winter, and people are going to tell you that it's the end times, it's terrible times. And it's sad, because a lot of young people are believing this. I know a lot of young people say, I'm not going to have a kid in this world because in 12 years, the entire world's environment will be destroyed and we can't live. I mean, it's total bullshit, and I'm sure you know that. But when people start to believe all that's been thrown at you, and it's hard not to, you got to remember, these people are, clickbait has a purpose. The minute you click, even if the story really doesn't say that, they get paid. So you got to stand guard at the door of your mind, and you've got to jot down a compelling future. Anyone can deal with a difficult today if they have a compelling tomorrow. It doesn't matter how difficult it may be. And here's what I'm here to tell you. No pandemic lasts forever. I was trying to tell people that in the middle of it who thought this is forever. No war lasts forever. No economy lasts forever. In fact, a lot of people say, well, I don't really, I don't know. I don't know if I want to change. Whether you want to change or not, things are going to change, true? I mean, you don't have to work on change. Change is automatic. If you don't do anything, the economy is going to change. Your career will eventually change. Your body is going to change no matter what you do. Relationships are going to change. The only thing that's for sure is change. Change is automatic. But listen to me. Progress is not. If you and I want real progress in our life, we have to wake up and consciously decide what we want and shut off all the BS from the outside and say, no matter what the environment is, I can still succeed.